Hello, Forecaster here, and we are back for episode 50 of The Outer Worlds. So, I had my microphone muted in OBS for the majority of this video, unfortunately. So, this is post-commentary, and I've changed the hotkey that happens, which I'm not sure how I kept getting to the hotkey accidentally. It doesn't happen often, but it's happened a few times, I think, which is always annoying. But now it hopefully shouldn't happen because I put it on a key on the other side of the keyboard. But we're just hunting these creatures. What are they called? Primals. Yeah, for their pheromones. The success rate varies. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. Sometimes in this difficulty mode, you just have to be lucky. So, works sometimes. It's a bit annoying that I keep having to redo chunks of the game just because I cannot save whenever I want to. I'm considering changing that. Now those primals right there are not ones we are hunting. The actual ones are beyond those, so I choose to go around them to not take any unnecessary risks. The most annoying part is actually the companions dying, I've found. Which happens because I don't want them to die, because it means I'd lose out on a lot of story and dialogue and stuff. So one of them dying basically means reloading. Even if I win a fight, if a companion is dead, then I'm just gonna reload anyway, which is a bit unfortunate. So maybe I'll adjust the difficulty at a later time. If this continues happening at a consistent rate. Find some more enemies. Some other primals that I'm not hunting. I think I managed to avoid engaging those ones. There's some drones. Skipped over the drones in that village because they kept dying to them, and then realized that I didn't need to go through them, which made that part a little more convenient.
Score, Cap! Let's go!
And this part is pretty piecemeal. Nothing particularly interesting happens, sadly. I'm just shooting stuff right now, but we do get to some more interesting things later on in the episode. I was also interested here to find out that there's a shield bubble, which explains why you can breathe in here. And I wasn't exactly sure where we were at first. I thought this was just a planet like the other ones, but it seems that it is actually some kind of moon without an atmosphere. It's just kind of a barren wasteland type thing, except these somewhat populated areas, I guess, with the bubbles, of which there are at least 2, as we learn later. Later on in this episode, that is. I don't know what the giant machines in the center of the bubbles are, or at least in this bubble. It might be some kind of mining machine they've used to collect minerals. From this place, which might explain the mess and the lack of actual structures. Seems like there are some attempts to construct buildings around here, but they seem to have been abandoned, or maybe they are crashed ships. I'm not entirely sure. Here we have a named primal here, which seemed kind of random. It just had a bunch of junk on it, nothing of note. So I don't know what was up with that. I think it was a little tougher than the other ones as well. It was a spitter type, I think. This is unfortunately the game sound is going to be very strange because it's ducking to me talking, I think. If although that is tied to OBS, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get up on this rock here, but I fail. I'm not sure if it's actually ducking. I can't really hear the game audio very well right now. But if it is, then it's going to be ducking to be talking when I was recording and not now. And unfortunately, I can't undo the ducking after the fact. It would be nice if I could record the audio track twice, once with ducking and once without. I might look into that at some point, see if I can get that working. Here I'm jumping and shooting. It doesn't really work super well. I decide to drop down from the rock and have them come to me, because I can't really see anything except when jumping, which decided didn't work very well. Picking that one out was pretty easy. Picking out these smaller ones is easier still. So we did get our pheromones. Find a random bypass shunt. Someone's left behind. Did end up engaging those ones, I think. Those are the ones I saw when I was approaching. That's all I do earlier. For the suspense, let's say. These do kind of look like ship chunks rather than buildings. It seemed like someone's crashed here, maybe. Oh yeah, that one lost all its limbs when it died somehow. Pretty sure I only shot it with the machine gun. Here I found something interesting. I decided to investigate the shield bubble, And you can leave the bubble, but doing so, of course, there's no atmosphere out there, so you immediately start dying. And then I got this, which I chose to not pick up because I take enough damage as it is. Having a physical damage weakness is not worth a perk point. Would be nice with a perk point, but not. But I do not want more damage. Find some mag picks, which is nice, I suppose. I use a ton of them, but sometimes they come in handy. Nothing interesting here, really, just some more junk. And some more junk. Seems like the people here have had a pretty bad time overall. Probably due to all these primals that are around. I wonder if the primals, how the primals got here, if they...
I can't wait. What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's Brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if how the primals got here, if they are native to this planet, or if they were brought here and if they can live outside of the atmosphere in the bubble, or if they were put here deliberately.
I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't no one deserves to go like that. Certainly not folks just trying to get by.
Thanks for saying that. You know, after seeing so many people get chomped, trip into sulfur pools, shot by marauders, I always figured we'd die young. But just because you expect it doesn't make it any easier. Oh shit. Next chance we get, I'm buying you a Spectrum bottle, so we can proper drown this melancholy.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to try Spectrum when we went out drinking. Is it any good?
It is without a doubt the worst, most foul liquid mankind has ever had the misfortune to invent. You'll love it.
Yeah, drinking, I guess. Or something. So, not much else to do here. We're about to leave. But then I remember that Felix had a thing here.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. You remember that spin-off series about the Mass Marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc! Ah! What if they hold hands?
This I gotta see. Thanks.
That sounds like there is ducking happening. You can tell when the volume gets lowered when I say something back then.
Ship's starting to feel like home.
Yeah. Do need to sleep, so I think I do that first before heading out again. Having something to drink. And then I realized that the quest marker is pointing back towards the ship. Then I realized that I have the wrong quest selected only after going down. So I change it, but it will still be pointing towards the ship. Because it turns out there's a second location, which is not here. So we have to head back to the ship and then go up in the ship around the planet to a different place. It's the short of it. It should have checked that beforehand, before I headed out, but it takes me a little while to realize I still have the wrong quest selected. For some reason, I kind of expected it to switch automatically because I took Felix out, I guess. That's not how it works. So I changed the quest, and then it's pointing back towards the ship anyway. So then we head back in the ship, and I go check the navigation computer and find the second.
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you.
Find the second location of Scylla. Right there. Let me go there instead. Nice and simple. If only I'd done that before.
Do return in one.
Would have saved me a couple of loading screens. Would have saved you a couple of loading screens as well. They take a bit. Although I've started, now that OBS lets you pause the recording without stopping it, which is convenient because it still results in one file. Started pausing the recording during loading screens when I don't have anything to say, to shorten the time of the video without adding a bunch of editing time for me, which is nice. Especially when the loading screens are very long.
Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, so here I say a bunch of stuff. I want to intimidate this guy, so that's what I end up doing.
Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about this captain at this Harlow at this point. Didn't know he had a crew. I kind of assumed he would just be out here on his own. So this is already way more information than I came in with. I just have to find the guy. And he looks like he's in this building right here in the back somewhere, which is why the marker points to the side there. A bunch of outlaws. Do end up finding him all the way in the back. Pretty straight shot there. And normal commentary will resume shortly. But I did end up not liking this guy very much, which you will find out why soon, I hope. Don't really talk to anybody else here either. But I do have a little look around. Seem kind of selective in what counts as stealing the other yellow container.
No jobs, no contracts in weeks. We're standing around kicking rocks.
The other yellow container back there didn't count as stealing for some reason. Maybe because it was locked and I couldn't actually see the contents. Find this terminal. It has some rules in it that's actually a trap, kind of. For his crew, at least. It's kind of adorable how into this rebellion thing he is. Kind of a little overdoing it a little, maybe. But whatever. I still don't like him. So I just sit here and read this. I read it out loud, but I unfortunately can't read it now because the text in the preview is a little small. So unfortunately, you would have to read it yourself. But then we finally go and talk to the guy.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the Groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
Yeah, it's not the best of greetings, I guess. So of course I end up siding with Felix through most of this. Not all of
Your
it.
captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Well, I honestly haven't been taking Felix out a lot, but he's been with us, I guess. On the ship, at least.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody said anything about fear. I don't know where he got that from.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
Yeah, so Felix is not part of his crew. I don't know where he got that from either. He seems to be making a lot of assumptions about things. Which is one of the reasons why I don't like him very much.
Then Felix will have done me a favor, and I will be grateful. I imagine we'll catch up on lost time. Have a long talk about his future. I don't contest your claim to Felix's services, but he is his own man, and we are all of us responsible for our own destinies.
Hey, boss has a point. You're talking about me like I'm not even here.
I'm negotiating with your captain. You are her subordinate, at least for now.
And there he goes again. At least for now. Right.
We're not a band of common pirates, Captain. We are revolutionaries. I expect a certain degree of intestinal fortitude from my soldiers. Trask was a coward.
Yeah. So...
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker, last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
So now live commentary will resume. Oh, I've had my microphone muted this entire time. Well, for a while it seems. I hate when that happens. Need to change the hotkey for that. So let's ask. So I was saying I don't really like this guy very much. But let's ask Felix what he thinks.
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
There's probably more to this.
Think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Okay then. Yeah, I don't really want to go kill somebody just because of this guy. And getting his wife to betray his location just feels a little... yeah. But I suppose it's mostly up to Felix what he wants to do. Let's head back onto the ship. So, the Groundbreaker, huh? I don't know if we have any other business.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody. Hey, Cap.
Okay. Well, that was subtle. Right, so we have that thing on the Groundbreaker now. But like I said, I don't know if we have anything else to do there. Ellie and Felix have perk points as well. I don't know if I would use... I'm going to use Ellie a lot. To kill you instead heals us. Any damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of health. This effect has a long cooldown. Recover 25% health when fatally wounded every 5 minutes. That's pretty nice. Let's get Felix, because we are going to use him. I mean, I guess Ellie... have we done a companion quest for Ellie? I don't think so. Rebellion. Felix is in the party. You and your companions do bonus damage to corporate enemies. Huh. Cower. Persuade. I like that. Actually, probably... rather have Echoing Thunder for him. And finally, Sam also has a perk point available. He only has 2 unique abilities. I like that though. Did I? Yes. Wait, do I have 2 objectives? Search the hive for remains of Naoka's friends. Okay. And then clear it out. But we have reached the end of the episode. I don't know which. Let's go to Fallbrook. I don't know which is closer to the base, but we'll find out. Yeah. Region. We are. Stellar Bay is there. We're at Fallbrook. Where was the other one? Was that? Cascadia. Where is Cascadia? Is that there? Cascadia Turnpike? Was that over here? Let's pop to Cascadia. Yeah, that's there. That is. I mean, it's not that much closer, I guess. And it's noted as being dangerous. I think Fallbrook might be better. But, like I said, we have run out of time, so we are going to have to come back in the next episode to clear out this base. So, I will see you then.